Hey everyone, Michelle Frere here, Member of Parliament for Peterborough Kawartha, and I'm in East Hants, Nova Scotia at the sports complex. Just finished a town hall here, a packed room full of concerned parents, operators, and residents here of Lance. This is Kings Hants Township, Liberal MP who resides here and has this riding, who's clearly not listening to his constituents. Neither is the Minister of Families, Children and Social Development, the Liberal Minister. What we heard tonight was suffering. Straight up suffering. You know, you had a woman in there with an 8-month-old baby. She has to go back to work. She cannot find childcare. The average wait lists were 200 to 300. One person had 500 on their wait list. This $10 a day childcare is exactly what we've been calling it since day one. It is a marketing campaign. Only 33% or 1 in 3 families are able to access it. And in places like this, in East Hants and in Kings Hants in particular, but Nova Scotia as a whole in province, the reason I came here is because they were completely cut off by the federal government. And I questioned the minister on this in our Human Resources Committee. So their very own Liberal MP in this riding wrote a letter saying you need to include private operators. He says it in private. He supports private in private, but publicly, no. He toes the Trudeau line and makes suffering happen here. And so 55% of the operators in Nova Scotia are private. None of them are included in this program, the $10 a day program. So what does that mean? It means hypocrisy at its finest, because the minister here, the provincial minister, has written and asked to be included, asked them to amend the agreement. The federal minister, Jenna Sudds, said, no, we are not negotiating on that. And I just want to give you a little bit of backstory on the corruption and vilification that happens with private here. So most of these private operators are women entrepreneurs, right? This is supposed to be this feminist program.
Early learning and childcare is feminist social policy, and we are proud of that.
And these women operators are being completely forced to shut down. They can't increase access. They can't help offer what the community needs. And so at that time in May, when I questioned the minister, she said, no, we're not doing that. She wouldn't listen to her own Liberal MP. She wouldn't listen to the minister. She said nothing. 2 weeks ago, the same minister, Jenna Sudds, said,
ultimately, a parent doesn't care if it is a for-profit or non-for-profit space.
And she extended the agreement to New Brunswick, talking out of both sides of her mouth, discriminatory to Nova Scotians. It's appalling. And then today in a news scrum, she had the audacity to say,
Nova Scotia is faring quite well when it comes to rolling out the childcare program here in this province.
I can tell you, this town hall full of people, grandparents who just want to be grandparents but are forced to be providing childcare for their kids, kids with exceptional needs who are being left out in the cold, who can't get any help, kids with autism. Parents are at their wits' end. They have to go to work. They don't have the choice to stay home because they need that second income because the cost of living is out of control. The reality is this $10 a day program, and this one guy said it to me, he goes, I don't get it. I said, it was the best marketing program that they could have ever done. They sold everyone a fairy tale, and now people are feeling what has happened. They made a bad problem extremely worse, especially here in Nova Scotia. And it was very valuable to sit and listen to the folks in this town hall who shared their thoughts about this. And I'll sum it up with this, because this one gentleman said it succinctly. This is the whole issue with the whole program. He's an operator. And I said, are you signed on to the program? Mm-hmm. Why? We had no choice. And that is the undercurrent of the entire problem of this entire program. There is no choice, there is no flexibility, and it has caused chaos and suffering for families across this country. It has caused chaos and suffering for the women entrepreneurs who are just trying to help their community by offering quality childcare, and they can't do it. Because where in the world can you find affordable quality childcare for $10 a day? And that's why only a third of all families are able to access this. And Justin Trudeau wants to get out on a podium and tell you it's the best thing he's ever done as Prime Minister. And it is a failure, like every one of his programs. And we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep listening. Thank you to everybody who attended tonight. Really appreciate your insight. Thanks.